ask for this. No, we didn't ask for these periods. We just got handed a vagina and a uterus and they just said, yeah, you gotta deal with it. Hello guys, welcome back to Natalie Marie's channel. I thought we'd get down and diggity and talk about periods. People who are beginners and just got their period, lucky you, because you have me to tell you how to combat PMS. It's basically a tutorial on how to take charge and conquer your period. I know that, you know, we've all heard the story about period. Okay darling, once a month you go through torturous and bleeding pain. Yeah, well my mom actually didn't tell me shit about periods. I think I got it and then she told me, oh yeah, that's normal. The thing is, what we all don't know is, yeah, we get it, we have an egg, it comes out, we bleed, we have pain, it's the worst, like, you know, week ever. But I have always been kind of curious as to why, like, during the certain times in our cycle, like, why is it that's when we are our happiest, or this is why we break out during these days on our cycle. I once found a thing on Facebook. It was by Glamour magazine and they actually did a really cool video which I'll link below. By the way, this is not sponsored. This is your period in 2 minutes, and honestly it kind of opened my eyes. I'm like, whoa, cool. So we're starting from the first day you get your period, so that's the first day of the cycle, 1 to 2 days. You become so fatigued, you go tired because you have a loss of estrogen. You'd want to get a fluffy, like a fluffy sort of, what's it called, a gown like this. Basically you'd want to get something like nice and warm. You probably already have one. I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't really have one, but get something cute because you're going to be feeling really down. Just think about the colors that make you happy and the fluffiness of it all. Make it the best shitty time you're ever going to have in your life. Is you're also going to get these things called cramps, the deadly sin of the world. I don't know. But if you have these cramps, I would suggest getting a hot water bottle, because what a cramp is, it's a contraction. So to relax it, the muscle, you need to warm it up. That still doesn't help. And aphrodisiacs, I think that's how you call them, what you call them. Anyway, they're legitimately specifically for period pain in general. I'd first probably ask your doctor, because I'm not a doctor and I can't really prescribe anything to anyone. But these, but these helped me a lot. Period starts to end. So you can shed this thing off. Everything's turning out better. You're less likely to be in pain. If you're still bleeding and you still have to use either like a tampon, pad things, these are going to save your life. I mean, imagine if you didn't have these and you had to use toilet paper. Everyone's been there. But yeah, tampons, pads, enjoy. As your estrogen levels go higher, and that's when you start to like look in the mirror and you start to think, wow, I actually look like I'm glowing and it feels great. I would suggest, if you had any work that you couldn't do during your period, just power it out through this time. When your estrogen peaks, you know, you're looking hot damn. You're just like, yeah, you know what? It's a great selfie day. Take a million selfies, keep them while you're looking like this, and then when you're looking like shit later on, use those selfies instead. This is when you ovulate, and that's when the egg is released. And if it's not fertilized, it dissolves or just goes away with the blood and stuff. We had it too good apparently, because that's when you're starting to like all of a sudden go down. That's when your mood swings start to happen. And what I'd suggest, if you're like me and who gets, you know, sudden mood swings and nobody knows why, because a day ago you were great, I would keep my socializing to a minimum, because you don't know what you're gonna say. I just say anything that comes to the top of my head without tact. That's why I rather, when I do have those mood swings, I don't know, I like to just read a good book. Like, just have your teddy bear while you're reading a book or your movie or something. Like during your period, this is your best friend. Everyone else doesn't want to bar you while you're in your period, but you know what? Or your dog wouldn't care. Your dog, your teddy bear, they're your best friends. If you have a cat, I guess that's fine as well. I'm not a cat person, but whatever. You're gonna be angry, you may as well, you know, help yourself out and not hurt anyone else's feelings in the long run, because really they don't deserve it. But then again, neither do you. I mean, did we really ask for this? No, we didn't ask for these periods. We just got handed a vagina and a uterus, and they just said, yeah, you've got to deal with it in your cycle. This is probably the worst kind of part. Kind of look at yourself and you're like, ew, why do I suddenly look horrendous when only a few days ago I was, you know, flawless? So your estrogen has suddenly just dropped, your testosterone and your progesterone has increased, so that means you have a lot of excess oils and you get a lot of breakouts and everything. So Nivea, but seriously, get on it. But if you hadn't had that knowledge before and you're going through it now, I do suggest toothpaste at night just so it dries up. I don't know if that's a real thing, but it helps for me. What I also suggest is this from Sephora. It's a raised paste. You can't probably see that. Anyway, and it's pretty much amazeballs. Those dark circles gone. Day 23 to 25 is when you're at your highest progesterone. I don't even know if I'm saying that word correctly, but this is what can cause the bloating. And again, this is when this just helps you out. But also, green tea really helps. Chamomile, I've heard, really helps too. Eating healthy makes you feel lighter too. So that's when you're gonna feel your worst. You start to become so tired, you know, just drained. And your body's gone through pretty much hell if you think about it. Seriously, drink a lot of water, drink a lot of tea. If your boobs get sore, cut the caffeine out. That's where tea comes in. It has caffeine, but it doesn't have as much as coffee. Reduce your sugar. I know you're gonna want to binge on sugar because that's what I like to do before my period. That's when I know my period's gonna come. It's good to know what's happening because when you know what's happening, you can find a solution easier. I guess I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!